This is a first. A first not only for us here, but a first for Cincinnati. This is a real pipe organ. This is not electronics. This is not, this is a pump. This is the real thing. And we have with us today the phantom there, Chris Johnston, who actually put this baby together with his business partner Mike Flanagan.
Yep.
They worked God knows how many hours to do this.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, phantom. Because I can't get the other way.
We'll turn on the blower first. So this pipe organ is made up of 5 ranks of pipes.
Tell them what a rank is.
On this organ, actually, a rank is 56 notes. Normally, a rank is considered 61 notes. But this organ has a smaller keyboard, slightly smaller. So it's missing the top end. If you sit at it, you'll notice that, oh, it's not 61 notes, it's short, it's 56. And the pedal board is only 30 notes, but it's AGO spec. What they mean by AGO is that it's American Guild of Organists. They set the standards so the curvature is the correct way so people can do the alto correctly and in a comfortable manner. It has, let me see my list. How many pipes did I say it had? Oh, give me just a second. Well, it has about 422 pipes.
Wow.
That's a lot. Most of the pipes are small. This is a much smaller instrument, so the scale of the pipe work is smaller. If you guys have gone to Music Hall and seen the Wurlitzer there, that is about 3 times the scale size of this instrument. So it's about 1/3 of the size. Each pipe, is about 1/3 of the size of the normal pipes that you would see at Music Hall. Let's see, well, it does have a flute, which is on the back side, which is 16 foot. It's approximately, what is that, Mike said, 10, 11 feet tall, I think. I haven't measured it. So when they say 16 foot, that's the pitch. And it goes from 16 foot all the way to 2 foot. So you've got the large pipes in the back, and they go all the way down to something that small. And then you also have a 4-foot principal, which is up here in the front, which is about 4 foot. And it goes down to, I believe, 2 foot? Yeah, 2 foot. So you also go down to the smaller pipes. And then what it has is a 2 2/3 Nazard, which is a flute kind of sounding rank. And that's in the casework, and it's very small pipe. The smallest one is about 1.5 feet. And then you have the 1 1/3 quint, which is also a flute, kind of a flutish string, which is this guy here. And you would normally play it with a foundation rank to give you what they call a mutation. And then it also has a 2-rank mixture, which is for each note of the 56, we go 56 twice. And that's this. Oh, wrong keyboard. All the way up. And then the last rank that you get is the I can never say this, Sesqualter, which is also a 2-rank. I play through that, but unfortunately we're running into a lot of dead notes on it, which sitting for 30 years unplayed, that's about to happen with this instrument. So what I'll do is I'll kind of give you a demonstration of how the mutations work, where you can make it sound very Baroque sounding. These are the 16-foot pipes. So
The wooden ones? The
Yep,
one above the chin?
yep. And when you guys get a chance, you can feel free to go around and look at them. They are the base pipes, so if you can hear that, it's mostly fundamental.
Feel it
Yeah.
You can, if you actually walk into that corner, you can feel it. So as it's getting low, you can feel it. And now it goes-
Considering when you go to music hall, there's a wooden pipe that is 16 foot
Yep.
tall.
Yep.
So it's like almost 2 stories.
Yes, yep, that's the scale difference. And as you see, that pipe back there is about that big. The 16-foot tibia is what they call an E-scale tibia at Music Hall, and it's that big. And it produces a lot more wind. These run on about, I think we're 3.5 inch of water column. Yep.
You plug it in?
Yep. It uses as much amperage as a vacuum cleaner.
Really?
Yeah, it's all self-contained. Yep, and these panels come off here and you can see.
We
the
swap
whole-
that out at home? That's what we do.
You wanna swap it? But the home organ may make its way here, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, will students be able to take lessons on it?
absolutely. It'll be open to everybody to play. That's why it's here. You know.
Please?
I'm sorry?
Misunderstanding. I just wanted to know if students could play on it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yep. Just make sure you don't, put your hands in the pipe work up here, because these are plain pipes, they're not fake. So, they are speaking, and if they do get, same with these up here. So if you can see, they do speak. All the way up. And all the way down, 16 foot.
How do you
Yes.
move it? Does it have to stay upright the whole time? Does it totally disappears?
Well, yes, everything comes out of it. That's how
Like
we.
each one of those pipes come out
Yes, they
of the
do.
whole?
Yep.
You can lay them down and what about the cabinet part of it? Same thing?
The cabinet comes apart to the base and the check material, it's recommended, but you don't have to, unless you're going on a long trip.
How much does the whole thing weigh?
This probably weighs, I had to guess, probably about 800 pounds with the pipe work out. With the pipe work out, probably about half that.
And it doesn't come with directions anymore. You have
This is a guy that was converting it to a daycare center. And what he told me is the church was sitting empty for about 20 years. And this organ sat in a window for 20 years, unplayed. And it was very bleached out. So Mike went through and he refreshed a lot of the cabinetry to make it look a lot better. And we ended up packing it away, and bringing it to our shop where we restored it a little bit, worked on the pipe work a little bit, and then brought it here and installed it. And it sat in our shop for about 2 years before we could find a spot large enough to set it up. But from the research that I've done on this instrument, it's got a couple what they call opus numbers. So it's got opus 507 and I believe opus 1347, which in most cases that means what happened is this organ was made from parts, pieces and parts of other instruments. The church that it was in actually had an old space that had a molar organ that was 5 ranks. And when they moved to their new space in 1961, they did not take the organ with them. I'm assuming the organ went down with the building. And they probably salvaged as much as they could, which which is probably incorporated in this. However, in my research that I've done through the Oregon Historical Society, nothing comes up on this organ. So we're left with no information at all. And all we can find is writings, people's handwriting on there, where pipework goes, the name of the pipes. So it's very little to go by. So we have no directions at all.
Wow.
Yeah, we had to take it apart in the order that it was written on the chestwork, and hope that it went back together in the same manner. And for the most part, it did. When we got it here, we did have to change a lot of the voicing on the pipes, because they were not, over the years, people that have repaired it either in the wrong way, or, you know, with it sitting in the sun, it did damage, so we had to do a lot of repair work.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, it was kind of long-winded, but.
That was very good.
Does anybody else have any questions about it?
There's, on the wood here,
Yep.
was that exposed to like water or something?
Yes, yeah, actually on the top, at some point they had a leak probably in the window that it was sitting in front of. And there was a water spot, and somehow it damaged the wood on the panel on the side. We were gonna hide that before it came here, so you would not see it, but we ran out of time, so.
And then somebody like me would pick up on it, right?
Yeah, well, that's okay. You know, it does have little imperfections here and there, but what Mike and I say, it gives it character.
Yeah.
You know, there's a story behind all that stuff.
So Barbara, if you want to buy it,
Kathy,
What I win here with my crop.
Kathy does offer credit, so if you're going to go through, she can give you credit on it. Any other from the company molar? Maybe in the 30s, maybe in the 20s?
American or?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. To my knowledge, it is American made. And it probably was put together by somebody local in the 60s. Who that was, I have no idea. There's no markings on there that tells me. And unfortunately, maybe those people are no longer with us, so. Any other questions?
I got one, Chris.
Yeah.
Are those well shades towards the back of the?
Nope.
instrument?
All this organ is all open. Yep. Yep, so there's no way to control the volume. Everything, you just keep adding ranks and play it. So nothing's
so
enclosed.
the more buttons that you press, the louder it's going to be. The
Yep.
more fingers you press, the louder it's going to be.
Exactly. You got it.
Is there any way to restore the ones that aren't working?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as we now have kind of gotten it together and it's playing, Mike and I are gonna go through over time and repair a lot of the dead notes, repair a lot of the damaged pipework. There is some damaged pipework in here that we don't know how it got damaged, but when we got there, it was either bent over or, you know, some of the notes were so bad that they're actually missing. We took them out. So if you go through, a lot of dead notes. That'll give you an idea how damaged a lot of the pipework was. And we didn't tune the ones that are in there, so they're just in place. Basically pops open the toe hole and the wind passes through and plays the pipe.
Thank you.
Yep. And there's different styles of chess. There's direct electric, there's electro-pneumatic, which is what the Wurlitzer at Music Hall is. You've got tracker, which is all mechanical. These instruments did, back in the day, and you can order them today, come in a tracker fashion, where when you press the key, it has a trace that goes in the back and it pulls a valve mechanically down. So there's no electronics involved whatsoever other than a blower. Yes?
How do you
Speak. If I were to take that cap off on the wooden pipes up there, you would get a note that would be way higher than what the pipe is actually with the cap in it. So as we tune it, we have to move that in and out a little bit, and it will give us the note that we want. And then there's also, on the back side, on the 16-foot pipes, there are little butterfly valves on the toes, which tells us how much wind can go in to the pipe. Because if you have too much wind going into the pipe, it'll what they call overblow, and it won't play right. So it's kind of a twofold process in adjusting the tuning and adjusting that toe hole open and closed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Manual 1. Yep, manual 1 to manual 2. And then you can also couple the pedal, or the manual 1 to pedal. So if you wanted to play the pedal, maybe. Yeah, here we go. And then you also have a manual 2 to pedal. And this organ does have a tremulant. So where you put on the electronic organ and it gives you kind of that warbling effect on the flutes. This does have a tremulant on it, but unfortunately it was damaged. So we're going to restore that and put it back in so it does trim. So it'll sound like a little theater organ. And eventually you can play.
A warmer sound.
Yeah, exactly. Yes?
Yeah, I noticed when you get done playing, you push all the buttons the same way. Does that turn something off, or would it be damaging if you do the button push back?
No, actually, it has a electromechanical relay in there, which is about yay big, and there's switches in there. As I push this down, you'll hear the switch kind of hear it flicking back and forth. And what that does is it engages the rank. So it says, I want to play 8-foot flute. It kicks it over, and then it allows me to play the 8-foot flute. You don't really have to turn it off. I just am kind of, yeah, it's a habit that I've gotten into to reset everything. But you can go through and set your different sounds if you want. A mutation. Or if you want to play a little higher flute. Same way if you want to play a lower flute.
How long have you been working on this?
Well, we got it 2 years ago, and it's been a very slow process with the other stuff that we're working on. The casework took a while because it was so sun damaged. A lot of this stuff was really bleached out bad, especially on the backside. And I believe one of these sides, I can't tell anymore because Mike did a pretty good job of getting it to even out. But it took us all this week to get it set up. So we moved it over, and then we were here pretty much every day from 11 to 7, getting all the pipe work put in. And then we went through and started tuning it and voicing it, which everything would have been done if it was in a perfect scenario. But unfortunately, a lot of the pipe work we didn't know was going to be damaged in that manner because we were in such a hurry to get it out of the church so they could make their changes. Not a theater organ, but we'll kind of play it that way.
Thank you.